Hi everyone! This is another special weekend featuring a band that I haven't heard before, and so I'll be focusing on it this weekend. It is Aerosmith, and I'm going to read something about it in just a moment, but I understand they're fairly important. I've seen them mentioned on the channel and recommended to me, and so this is my weekend to dip my toes in and taste what their music is like. Before we dive in, let me remind you that you can always check my Ko-fi and Patreon pages if you want early access or if you wish for exclusive access to videos which can't ever come publicly on YouTube because of copyright reasons. Well, tonight's listen is, let's find out here, Dream On. And Vlad has told me that this first one I'm listening to is from early in their career, and the next one I will listen to this weekend is going to be later on in their career. But let's read and see what I have to find out about the band. Aerosmith is an American rock band formed in Boston in 1970. Their style, which is rooted in blues-based hard rock, has also incorporated elements of pop rock, heavy metal, glam metal, and rhythm and blues, and has inspired many subsequent rock artists. Throughout the 1970s, the band toured extensively and charted a dozen Hot 100 singles, including their first top 40 hit Sweet Emotion, and the top 10 hits Dream On and Walk This Way. By the end of the decade, they were among the most popular hard rock bands in the world and developed a following of fans, often referred to as the Blue Army. Why the Blue Army? I don't know. Aerosmith is the best-selling American hard rock band of all time. So it sounds like I am really digging into something that is the real deal here. Solid hard rock and iconic American best-selling band of all time. Having sold more than 150 million records worldwide, including over 85 million records in the United States. With 25 gold, 18 platinum, and 12 multi-platinum albums, they hold the record for the most total certifications by an American group and are tied for the most multi-platinum albums by an American group. Well, I see American group being emphasized. I assume that they aren't the top in the entire world. Maybe that would go to the Beatles. They have achieved 21 top 40 hits on the US Hot 100, 9 number 1 mainstream rock hits, 4 Grammy Awards, 6 American Music Awards, and 10 MTV Video Music Awards. They were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2001 and were ranked number 57 and 30 respectively on Rolling Stone's and VH1's lists of the 100 greatest artists of all time. In 2013, Tyler and Perry were inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame, and in 2020, the band received the Music Cares Person of the Year award. That's quite a pedigree, I would say. Dream On is a power ballad from their 1973 eponymous debut album. Don't you love when that word shows up in a sentence? Eponymous. Written by lead singer Steven Tyler, this song was their first major hit and became a classic rock radio staple. In 2004, Rolling Stone magazine ranked the song at number 172 on its list of the 500 greatest songs of all time. In the authorized Stephen Davis Band memoir, Walk This Way, Tyler speaks at length about the origins of the songs, saying, "The music for Dream On was originally written on a Steinway upright piano in the living room of Traurico Lodge in Sunapee, maybe 4 years before Aerosmith even started. I was 17 or 18. It was just this little thing I was playing, and I never dreamed it would end up as a real song or anything. It's about dreaming until your dreams come true." Well, isn't that interesting? Dreaming until your dreams come true, and it became a big hit, and he never even dreamed of it. have to stop for a minute. That opening somehow sounds vaguely familiar, like there's something similar in the classical repertoire. I can't place it. Aggravating when I can't place exactly where something is. I would love to be able to tell you, but it feels like it's coming from some classical piece. Maybe if I think of it before the song is over, I will certainly let you know. I like the way they're playing with the half-step semitone relationships here. Not only in the opening, we've got the G sharp and the G natural. I might actually write it as A flat to G, but it depends. Anyway, and then when the bass comes in, it's another layer added in, and then we come down here to this dum bum 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 da 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 da, which is really nice the way it leads into the next portion. Let's just back up a little bit to enjoy that, and we'll keep going. Really nice.
Every time that I look in the mirror, all these lines in my face getting clearer. The past is gone, it went by like dust to dawn. Isn't that the way? Everybody's got the dues in life to pay.
Nice, nice.
Nobody knows where it comes and where it goes. I know everybody sings. You got rules to know how to win.
Really nice there.
Half my life's in books, written pages. Live and learn from fools and from sages. You know it's true. All the things come back to you. Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the laugh and sing for the tear. Sing with me, it's just for today. Maybe tomorrow the good Lord will take you
I love the way they're using such simple elements and layering them and placing them in such a, I'm going to use the term masterful manner, where every little addition to the music has this huge impact. And these little features, which showed up first in the introduction, and now they're being used to really great effect in the main portion of the song itself. Bum, 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 bum. When I heard it in the intro, I was thinking, oh, that's kind of a cool little dun, 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 juxtaposition of two notes very close in pitch and adding some harmonic tension. And now I realize, as I'm going through the music, that introduction was basically the pencil sketch of the entire instrumental accompaniment. And as they're filling it in, now we're hearing drums and guitar and bass, all of that happening on that moment. And the voice is carrying us into it, so preparing us for it. So it's building layer after layer after layer, and it's really highly effective. I feel like I want to go back and listen again. So even though I haven't gone to the end of the song yet, I am going to back up, maybe even to the first verse. Let's see.
Every time that I look in the mirror, all these lights.
So the first thing that is entering here, other than the voice, are those little ching, 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 which I marked the first time, but I just wanted to say exactly why. It's marking the beat in a way that doesn't make it heavy, but it's adding to this sort of pulse. Ching, 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 that we hear dum bum 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 bum. And then the bass enters with a really unobtrusive bass line, really. It just adds depth and harmonic support to the entire thing. And then the voice comes in. And this voice, it's really an interesting voice. It has a very, very smooth sound to it. Also a sort of edge. It's an interesting combination of edginess and smoothness.
Every time that I look in the mirror, all these lines in my face getting clearer. The past is gone. It went by like dusk to dawn. Isn't that the way? Everybody's got the dues in life to pay.
Yes, and so here, well, I want to talk about the voice, not the voice, the melody. This melody, the way he's singing the melody is what I want to talk about. It is very legato connected, not in a labored way, but a very natural, easy flowing. Every time that I look in the mirror, every time, and then when he gets to this, I don't even know which lyrics are there. It might be everybody's got their dues to pay. I don't know. Where he does this wonderful crescendo. Let's back up and hear it.
The past is gone.
The past is gone.
Like dusk to dawn.
Notice how he connects the past is gone. It's almost a glissando, a slide up the string if you're a violinist, or probably guitar as well. You know, if you slide your string after you've plucked a note or as you're bowing a note, or on the harp, of course, it's just, that's the smoothest we can get, right? But his voice is doing this sort of glissando slide, and then he carries on, and it's so smoothly done. He really sounds effortless when he's singing. It's nice.
It went by like dusk to dawn. Isn't that the way? Everybody's got the dues in life to pay.
Notice as this is bum 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 bum, this section I was talking about, this dee 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 dee. Now we have the bass, and I really like what happens in the bass leading up to it, because we suddenly hear it more prominently, a little bit more fat, I could say. There's this fat bass sound there that sticks out a bit.
The dues in life to pay.
And then what's happening here? We have this chromatic ascent in the guitar. And I don't know if my music actually shows it, but there's some dim, bim, bim, bum, bum towards the end, which is such a great intensification. So we have bum, 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 bum. And then as that's growing, to make sure that it's not just ending up pounding our heads on the wall, we have this melodic, harmonic, intensifying bum, 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 bum. That's really great.
It's got the do's in life to pay. Yeah, I know nobody
Really nice.
where it comes and where
And now
it goes. I know everybody sings. You got to lose to know how to
we're back to this riff again. And such a nice little scale happening here.
half my life's in books written pages.
Listen to the bass.
Live and learn from fools and from sages. You know it's true. All the things come back to you. Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the laugh and sing for the tear. Sing with me just for today, maybe tomorrow the good Lord will take you away.
And now here it is, more meaty. Now, this passage that we've gone through, it's the chorus again. It feels more powerful. It carries us along a bit more. But I'm noticing a specific device they're using to do that for us, to bring us in. And it's this little micro-sized anticipation to the beat. You hear it in the bass, you hear it in the drums. It's a very short note that comes before the strong beat. Bum-bum, bum-bum. It kind of helps to launch us up, and then we set down nice and solidly.
All the things come back to you. Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the laugh and sing for the tear. Sing with me
Da-da-da-dum.
just for today, maybe tomorrow the good Lord will take you away.
Such great use of repeated notes, pitches. This time leading into that dum bum 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 bum, you could hear the guitar. Yeah, da da dum.
Laugh and sing for the tear. Sing with me.
Yes, da 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 da. Those kinds of simple additions. Basically, it's taking something that already exists in basic musical format and adding very tastefully chosen, well-placed variants of the exact same thing. I wouldn't call it a variation of the whole passage because it flows like just the next chorus or the next verse. But it certainly grows and becomes more enhanced along the way. And if we follow with our ears every little addition or modification, we find that maybe a long note, instead of being played as a long note, is now chopped into 4 short notes. And we hear 4 short notes in the space of that one long note. Da 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 da, or 3, or we hear in the drums the same basic outline of the rhythm, but some added how do I want to say, hits, strikes within those beats, And it enhances and builds using the exact same material. And so we're ending up with this very coherent, catchy, strong piece of music that pulls us into it, and it's very easy for us to follow along because everything we hear, we've already heard. It's familiar, so it's being expanded at the same time. It's being driven into us repeatedly over and over, so it ends up sticking really well in our ears, in our mind, as we progress through.
Feelings come back to you. Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the laugh and sing for the tear. Sing with me just for today, maybe tomorrow the good Lord will take you away.
I like that dup up. This is exactly what I was talking about. Notice how it's the same musical material, but now it's turned into more of an instrumental solo moment where the instrument's played in a decorated form. Now instead of dum bum bum bum, it's ya da 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 da. I like the slides he does on the guitar. Interesting rhythmics. Hear this ascending chromatic line. Such a great use of musical, motivic, thematic, shall I say riff material. Expanding, extrapolating, and building around this, basically what we heard in the introduction, all the way through the piece. The verse, the chorus, the solo sections, the outro, everything was built around that little chunk of material. But it was done in such a way that it really is impactful. I felt myself getting into it. And the voice too. The singer. Let's see. What's the singer's name again? Taylor. Thank you. Taylor. The way he sings, sing it with me. Sing for the laughter, sing for the tears, sing it with me if it's just for today. He really gives a perfectly timed rhythmic dynamism. And so you feel it in the melody as well, even though he is so smooth in his singing. And I might even say because he is so smooth in his singing, we really feel, he makes us feel the pulse and the rhythmic subdivisions and variances really strongly, and we really get into it. Let's back up, and I just want to listen to, let's say about this much, so that I'm sure you've heard this all many times, so that I can enjoy this again here. I really enjoy his musical approach to this song and the way he sings it.
Dream on, dream on, dream on, dream until your dream comes true. Dream on, dream on, dream on, dream on, dream on, dream on, dream on.
I can hear a hint of blues in his style.
Sing with us, sing for the year, sing for the laughter, sing.
There's something rather
Sing with us, just for today.
electrified about it.
Tomorrow, good love will take you away. Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the laughter, sing for the tear. Sing with us, just for today.
I love the tone of that guitar there as it comes in. And then it suddenly becomes smooth like a clarinet. Well, this is Aerosmith, and I guess I'm enjoying it already. No, I haven't thought or remembered any specific classical piece of music, but the more I listened to it, the more I heard approaches to music, to musical elements that are very common in classical repertoire. If there's a specific piece, whether it's Bach or Vivaldi or Chopin, there were moments that I was thinking of Debussy. There were moments where I was thinking of something Baroque like Bach or Vivaldi. And there were moments where I was thinking of Beethoven. Dee, 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 dee. I feel like... Taylor, am I right? I feel like Taylor has some significant familiarity and exposure to that kind of solid musical construction design. Well, I'll have to dig more into their history and background of the members and see what I learn, but that's kind of the feeling I get listening to their music, and that's one of the reasons probably that it was so successful, because it isn't just a cheap little throw it out, hope for the fireworks creation. It's also not too distracted and wide-ranging and experimental to catch the ear. It has some really solid structural design and presentation. And yeah, it's catchy. It really is. And it pulls you into it and makes you want to move with it and maybe even sing along, although I don't know the lyrics well enough yet. But speaking of lyrics, it's an interesting approach to this idea of follow your dreams, because it starts out, every time that I look in the mirror, all these lines on my face getting clearer, the past is gone. It's almost a lament of how much of life has already gone by. Everybody's got their dues to pay. Half my life is in books written pages, storing facts storing facts learned from fools and from sages. I feel like it's somebody who is looking in the mirror and realizing so much of my life is gone and I haven't achieved what I dreamed for yet, what I wanted yet. So interesting that he wrote this so young. Dream on, I dream on. Dream a little, I'll dream on. And so of course the refrain is encouraging you, don't give up on your dreams, even if you feel like it's too late or too much of your life has gone by and it's time to just say, it's not worth it. You know, sometimes you read about the scientists, the artists, the great achievers, and how many of them were not what I'm going to call Mozart, where child prodigy or early success in life. Many of them ended up writing their best work or their breakthrough novel or their scientific discovery or their, suddenly becoming a musical figure quite late in life. And in this modern age, when we're so fixated on the idea of early success, and we have to achieve fast, we have to keep up with the race, we have to compete, we have to keep ourselves at the top, we have to, and then, there are the TV shows which I don't watch, but occasionally I'm in some place or hear somebody talk about America's Got Talent or some other, and there's this child on there that was singing so amazingly, or these competitions, for whether it's sports or arts or college admissions, and the idea that we have to drive ourselves and push ourselves and we have to stay on top because by the time we're 20, our chances are over. It's the age in which we live that pushes us that direction. While there may be some truth to it, career-wise, at the same time, it's a distraction and it can keep us from our best work. Because rather than taking time to really dig deep and learn deep and succeed in the long run, we look for fast and flashy. And so I appreciate this message here. You're seeing the marks on your face, the lines in your face getting clearer. The past is gone. It went by like dusk to dawn. Isn't that the way? Nobody knows where it comes and where it goes. You have to lose to know how to win. Indeed you do. And if you win without losing, you don't know how to win and keep the winning either. I'll agree with that one. And so then dream on, pursue your dreams, pursue the thing that you love and that you're willing to dedicate yourself to. And don't consider yourself too old. Well, it reminds me of one of the students I had, a couple students I've had, in their 70s, coming for their first harp lesson, and coming faithfully week after week after week and loving it and learning to play an instrument that they had always dreamed their entire life of playing. Interesting song, kind of uplifting, positive, and at the same time, a sort of lament at this as well, and musically, very compelling. Well, I'll see you tomorrow for the next song, and it'll be later from their later work. I'm curious to see what happens. I'll see you next time.